Hey YouTube, today I am going to be giving you a review on something with the DSi. Now you might be asking me, why do I have my 2GB Toshiba SD memory card? That's because this feature I'm going to show you on the DSi is actually something that is, I guess, required to have the SD card, I guess. But I am going to give you my reviews on what I'm going to show you. So let me put the SD card in here. And keep in mind, this SD card that I had originally came with my 3DS, but I decided to put it in my DSi because I wanted to use a different SD card for my 3DS anyway, since it had all my other data. So I decided to use the 3DS SD card that I had originally. I decided to use this SD card on my DSi. So it's gonna be my reviews on the Nintendo DSi Sound app, because I'm really enjoying it. Nice little introduction there. Yeah, and also, that sound will play, or you will hear that sound whenever you turn up or down the volume. So, what was that? What was that? But anyway, so I can't tell what that is. But the play with your music, that will be required with the that will be what the SD card is required for, because in order to get the MP3s onto your DSi, you need an SD card and a computer in order to get that loaded. So I loaded on some MP3s to my SD card yesterday, and I was really enjoying it. So I also wanted to show you some of the features. I loaded 3 MP3s on here. 3 MP3s. And keep in mind, if you load it onto your DSi, you can use the same SD card on your 3DS, obviously. As I mentioned, you can use the same MP3 SD card on your 3DS, and it should load them all. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. So I got 3 MP3s, 2 of which are from the Cars 2 soundtrack here, and another one that's just a single that I actually have used on one of my YouTube shorts. So I wanted to give you a minute to show you some of the cool things with this. So you can either, I'm going to turn this down a bit, and you can actually show some cool little screens on here while you're playing your music, which is something the 3DS doesn't have, I believe. You can even choose how the audio will sound, but you have that option on the 3DS too. I don't know what this is. And this, you can obviously change the pitch or your tone of the music. And sometimes I get that feeling where I like listening to music in different tunes. But at most times I like listening to it in the original tune. But if you pull this little string here, a screen will show up. Different screens will show up once you press it. I'm going to show you all of the different screens. This one looks to be Excite Bike from the Nintendo Entertainment System. I don't know what this is. I guess this goes on time with the music, but it's kind of hard to tell that. This is just one of the basic music screensavers, I'll call it. This is just one of the basic music screens whenever you're playing MP3s. This looks to be Outer Space. A big winter area. I don't know what this is, people tapping their feet to the music, I guess. This looks to be water rippling. I don't know what this is. nor do I know what this is. King cards, with the swords catching up to cards, I guess. A thunderstorm area. And of course, I knew this one already, because it's pretty obvious. Super Mario Bros. And then those are all the themes that are there. I'm not sure if you can add extra ones. If you can, let me know and maybe I will. But I really am enjoying the fact that you can put MP3s on an SD card, listen to them through your DS console or your 3DS console. Nintendo adding extra oddity apps to their consoles, and just other consoles in general, with them having extra features, not just games, is actually pretty cool. Similar to the fact that phones that we use nowadays can do more than just calling, calling people was the main intention of phones, but now you can do other things with it, such as playing games, if you have a mobile phone, of course, which most people would have that. But video games doing things in the same way was pretty cool, and they did it around the same time that the iPhone released. The DS didn't really get that until 2008 when the DSi came out. But consoles that are my favorite anyways, such as the PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii, and 3DS too, they do have extra apps. The PS3 having also the ability where you can load photos, videos, or MP3s to it. I don't think that requires an SD card, even though only the first gen consoles had the ability to use that. So I don't know how you would do it on the newer PS3 fat consoles or the slim consoles, because there's no SD port on it like the one I have. And the Xbox 360. Oh, also something I forgot to say with the PS3 is the fact that it also has the ability to do streaming services just like the Xbox and Wii. Streaming services such as Netflix, Hulu Plus, Amazon Instant Video. It's called Amazon Prime now. It's switched to Amazon Prime Video, and YouTube. And yeah, those are the streaming services that are available that were available for those consoles. Surprisingly, the streaming services still work on my PS3, but I'm not going to be holding out hope if they close out soon. So I'm not going to trust that they're going to stay up forever. Even though Sony has not made announcements yet, I won't be surprised if they do make it this year or next year. But with the Xbox 360, they actually have an avatar maker similar to what they have with the Wii. The Miis are the avatars that you make, and just like the Xbox 360, you could have shared your Miis online with the Check Me Out channel. With the Wii, you got the Mii channel, you got the photo channel, and you even have some news and forecast channels, the internet channel as well, and you got all these other channels too. And with the DSi and the 3DS, you got all the camera and sound features where you can put photos and music there, and videos too, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure you can. If you, I don't know if you can, but if you guys know, you can let me know. And then there was also, well, all 5 of those consoles that I'm talking about have an, I guess right now for the consoles overall, I will call it an eShop, even though that's not what it's called for all of them. It's only called that with the 3DS. With the PS3, it's the PlayStation Store. Xbox 360, I think it's the Xbox 360 Marketplace, which is actually closing next month in July. The DSi was the DSi shop, and only the DSi got that treatment because the DSi had a faster processor and more RAM than the DS and DS Lite, which they also had a browser just like the Wii. But the physical DS browser actually did release around the time of the Wii's internet channel launch in 2007, and it was based around Opera. And the Wii had the Wii Shop channel, then the 3DS had the eShop, which closed last year. But the fact that these consoles actually have more features is actually really cool. So, and I really do enjoy using the ones that I'm able to use, even though the internet browser on even though you actually can browse the web on the PS3. I'm not sure if you can with the 360, but the browser, you can't rely on it to work nowadays, especially since those consoles are not being produced. Because on this channel, we'd like to take a look back at the 7th generation, because we really enjoy it. There's so much things that have evolved from it that modernized to what we have today, such as the consoles being able to have built-in Wi-Fi internet cards. That was Nintendo's start of doing it, and same for PlayStation, but Xbox got it ever since they started with the OG Xbox. But Ethernet was only popular for the first few days of the PS3 and Xbox 360, but when 2009 hit, everyone was probably just going wireless, which that's how people would do it now. But that's all I have to say for this video, I think. So subscribe, stay tuned for more reviews from Nathendo 145. Comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on the notifications for every upload, and I will see you guys later.